Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. In the Kitchen with Toya is in the kitchen this morning, and I am cooking some homemade buttermilk biscuits and a few salmon patties, or some call it salmon croquettes. So I'm gonna give my hands a little wash. How y'all doing today? It is, what time is it here? It is 7:43 here. And it's early, so we're gonna get started with this video. Don't keep moving it. Leave your hands still. Get your hands off the period. So we're gonna start off with our self-rising flour. I like to use self-rising flour because you don't have to add anything else like the baking soda, baking powder, salt. I just use the self-rising flour, y'all. It's so much easier. All right, so that's 1 cup. We're gonna do 3 cups this morning because everybody in the house wants biscuits this morning. So I'm going to do 3 cups of self-rising flour. I have to get me another bag almost out, so that show y'all how much I use it. I use it a lot. So we have 3 cups of self-rising flour. And the next thing we're going to do is get our butter. You know, your butter has to be cold. So maybe 30 minutes ago I raised it from the refrigerator to the freezer. Same with the buttermilk, you want it cold. Now you could grate this in, or you could, you know, break it up like I'm about to do to incorporate it with your flour. You want to make sure it's cold, cold, cold. So when it starts to bake, you know, you get those flaky layers, the buttery layers that we all be looking for. Because nobody don't want no dry biscuit. I know I don't. And I forgot to put my glasses on this morning. But that's okay. So yeah, I'm taking this recipe back a little. You know, you may remember this from your childhood where you used to have your grandma used to cook and your parents used to cook the salmon patties. That's what we call them, salmon patties. But I've heard salmon croquettes. And I say there's no wrong way to make them. If your family like it and enjoy it, then hey, that's your recipe and I bet it's good. So I love buttermilk biscuits. I haven't bought canned biscuits in so long. You know, I've been making the buttermilk biscuits for a long time, so I will not use the canned biscuits no more. Once you get that homemade buttery biscuit, and it comes out so much better, you know. Comes out so much better. So you just want to mash your butter into your flour. And it don't have to be all crumbly. I just usually do it for like the first 3 minutes. My counter is packed this morning. I have so many things around me. Some on bacon and biscuits and eggs. So I have my work cut out for me today, y'all. Make sure y'all turn on your notifications so y'all can see when I'm on, because today I'm going to be on twice today. Now I'm doing breakfast and again for dinner today. For dinner today. Both breakfast and dinner remind me so much of my grandmother. She's not here with us anymore and I miss her so much. But she used to make the salmon croquettes, you know, walk in the house and you could just smell them, you know, as soon as you walk through the door. You could just smell those salmon croquettes. You could smell them frying. It's okay, so that's about all I'm going to do. And I'm going to give my hands another wash. Leave your comment and let me know where you're watching from, if you had salmon patties before, and how you cook your salmon patties. Because I know it's 1,000,001 recipes out there, you know. And I love to hear how other people cook, and I like to try new things. So, okay, now that we have the butter into our flour, we're going to add our buttermilk. I had it in the freezer last night and then I dropped it down to the refrigerator late last night. So to this 3 cups of self-rising flour, I'm going to add 2 cups of buttermilk. See, y'all, it still have ice in it. You want it cold. That's 1 and 2. There's no pretty way to making these buttermilk biscuits because you're going to get your hands dirty. So I wash my hands and I'm going in and I'm going to just start to mix it to incorporate our buttermilk into our flour. So this was 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of buttermilk. We just gonna mix it around. It's all worth it in the end, y'all. When you sit down and those biscuits so fluffy and soft. And then if it feels a little too wet, you're gonna add a little flour at a time. Just a little. Most of the time I use 2 cups of self-rising flour, 1 cup of buttermilk, and a stick of butter. So I definitely have to get both hands dirty today. Still have a little dry flour at the bottom. Thank y'all for taking time out to watch my videos. It won't be long before I'm up to 1K followers. It won't be long. I'm going to have to pick it up with my hands and sprinkle in a little more flour. You don't want it too dry. You still want it a little wet, but not too wet. I haven't made a big batch like this in a long time. Used to doing just 2 cups. Baby, these hands are dirty. Add a little more. That's why I set a little flour on the side. And just keep on mixing. Just keep on keeping on. Okay, and that's how I want it. Like just a little sticky, but not dry either. So like this. And then I'm gonna rinse my hand off again before we lay it out on our counter. I told y'all there's no pretty way to do this, so you're going to get messy, and that's okay. That is fine with me. I got up and made me a cup of coffee this morning. I had to start my morning off with some coffee. Alright, get these paper towels. Move this, because this is where we're going to lay a little flour down. I'm going to get that dough out of here. I already have my pan greased up. I have my oven preheated to 500 degrees. With self-rising flour, you want it to rise quickly. You don't want to put it on 350, 400. You want to set it on a high temp, where they get to rise quick. See how soft that dough is? It's really soft, and I'm just folding it in a few times. Now you could use a rolling pin, but I usually just flatten it out with my hands. A little of this flour. I usually just flatten it out with my hands, y'all. You can still see the butter in the into the dough. I'm just getting a little of this dry flour and just sprinkling on where I have a little few sticky spots. Just like that. Move this to the side because I have my pan greased up already. I'm going to sit it right here. You want to take something round and you just want to cut your biscuits out. You don't want to twist. You just want to cut it out. I went yesterday to look for a biscuit cutter at Walmart and couldn't find none, so guess I'm going to have to go on Amazon and order myself one. They had every gadget but the biscuit cutter. What I needed. Okay. Then we're just gonna pick our biscuits up and just lay them on the pan. When I do these biscuits, y'all, they never come out dry. Another thing, you want to put them close together. You don't want to put them too far apart because you want them to rise pretty and close together. And you're talking about something good. Pick them up and just put them close together. I call it let them get married. Let them close. Okay, and then with the remaining dough, we'll just add this little. We're just gonna mix it up just like you first started. Okay, and flatten them out. And just cut them again. Remember, don't twist. And not twist. Okay, so we done made 4 more. And if you don't eat them all, they good for the next day. You warm them up. Throw some bacon and eggs on it, or drink it with your, eat it with your coffee. That always works for me, especially when I'm out the door early. Now this is feeling a little sticky. Ricky, come around here and get the bag of flour for Mama. Feeling a little sticky. He was my little helper this morning, y'all. Back in the bag. And take a spoon. And just leave it in the bag. And just sprinkle a little. Just turn the bag on the side. Yeah, pull it back. Pull the plastic back. It's my little helper. He's up early this morning, y'all. Just sprinkle a little top to his top. That's enough. My kids love to help out in the kitchen. In the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to just continue to cut. So this is going to make a full pan. So yeah, if you're not cooking for that many people, just do 2 cups. If you do 1 cup. 1 cup of flour, half a cup of buttermilk, and a half a stick of butter to reduce the sides. Yeah, I don't waste no food. Food price is so high. You're gonna make a little extra. I can't do nothing with this part. So I'm gonna get my hands washed, y'all, and I'm gonna throw these in my 400. Oh my gosh, it's
500.
early, y'all.
500.
500-degree oven for anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. Now, they have been finished sometime in 12 minutes. Sometimes I go back and the biscuits are done, but the top not brown. So after 12 minutes, I'm just gonna keep checking them to make sure that the top is brown. And when the top is brown, then it's done. And I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay, everybody, now for these salmon croquettes. Our biscuits are in the oven. Now for these salmon croquettes, I'm going to go ahead and heat my cast iron. Just put it on low till we mix everything together. I'm going to put my glasses on. Now I can see. So into this cast iron, I'm just going to add a little oil. You don't want to put too much, because I'm not making that many croquettes anyway. So I went to Walmart, and the croquettes that I was raised on a red can, but they didn't have it, so they had this one by Bumblebee, the pink salmon wild caught. So this is the one I'm going to be using today. That's what I'm going to be using. And I have my seasoning chopped up. I'm going to put a little onion in it, a little red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and a little green onion in it. I don't remember if Grandma used to save the juice or throw the juice out. I don't remember, but I'm going to just reserve the juice in case it does get dry, that I could just add a little in it. A little juice in it, a little wetness. So if you have that older person in your family that loves to make, you know, dishes from back in the days, or dishes that you like, go to their house with a notebook and sit down with them while they cook, and, you know, and write it down, because old family recipes, baby, they're worth having in the long run. They are definitely worth having in the long run, because with this recipe here with the biscuits and the salmon patties, Grandma used to make some homemade syrup that I don't know how to make, you know, so I wish I would have. So if your grandma, your auntie, you know, is still here, write those recipes down before they, you know, it's too late, you know. So I'm going to just empty the can in here and sit this to the side. I put a little plastic bag here because I want to clean off any bones. I want to take out any bones or any of that silver skin. I want to take that off. Yeah, you know, once they gone, you be like, you know, how Grandma made that rice and gravy taste like that? You know, mine's good, but it don't taste like Grandma's, you know. How Auntie Carol used to do those candy yams, you know, that nobody could do now, you know, so. And I'm just looking for those bones, y'all. They definitely in here. Oh, there they go. See? They are in there. Some people leave them in there and they mash them up and say it's calcium. I like to take them out, y'all. So to each his own on that part. See, it's the whole rib. I like to take those out. I take off that little silver skin. Yep, old recipes handed down, and like, you know, ancestors used to make. Baby, get those recipes while you can. Because when I cook, it's good, but it don't taste like Grandma's. It doesn't taste like Grandma's. I think that silver skin make it taste too fishy. So here's another bone. They're definitely in there. Kind of remind me of sardines. And there's not many of them in there. But I like to pull them out, y'all. So just give me a minute. And like I said in the earlier edition when I was doing the biscuits, that almost up to 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't have made it this far without each and every one of y'all. I really appreciate all of you all who subscribed, and a lot of y'all that shared my page. I thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, I think we have them all out. Let's get any silver skin out. Good morning, honey bun. And I just put my gloves on so I can mash through them real good. And you'll feel them if you have some in there if you missed them. I think I got them all out, y'all. I'm going to fool around in it for the next few seconds to make sure I have all the bones out. So this is just one can because I was just doing a little small batch. Tracy, Ricky, come get Mama an egg, please. And a salt and pepper. That's why I like having them close in here, so when I forget to put stuff out, they're always so close to help me. And a salt and pepper, my love. Maybe I'm going to crack open one egg into it because I don't feel no more bones. Open 1 egg. And I'm going to go ahead on and take these gloves on off. And I'm going to add in a very little onion. I just cut a very little piece off. A little red pepper. And a little green onion and a little green pepper. One second, excuse me. What are you looking for? And our biscuits on countdown. I set the oven for 13 minutes and it's actually about to go off. I'm going to add a little Creole seasoning in. A little onion powder. Now this one not open. A little black pepper. Like that. Let me check our biscuits, y'all. Not quite ready yet. Just set it on a few more minutes. That oven, sometimes they cook it fast, sometimes they, oh, they say if it ain't seasoned, it ain't seasoned. Baby, I had to sneeze. Okay, so now I'm going to just give it a little mix. Now the heat is on our griddle. Now for binder, you know, for binding, you know, a lot of people use flour, some people use breadcrumbs, some use saltine crackers. I'm just going to use a little flour to bind mine. Just a very little. Now I'm going to go, excuse me, y'all, I'm going to go in with a little of this juice. And I have to get the feel for it, so I'm going to have to go in with my hands, y'all. I have to feel it. Like I say, there's no wrong way to do it, you know, whether you bind it with crackers, flour, meal, whatever you use. I'm happy I did reserve a little of that liquid. Okay. I didn't know I was going to get this much out of one can. So this is our patty. I'm going to just make them and put them in a bowl. See how many I get out that one can. So this is number 2. Probably about 4 or 5. And the kids, when they start smelling breakfast, they get up because their favorite breakfast meat is bacon. So I have some bacon out to fry them some bacon. They are bacon lovers. So yeah, out that one can I got 5. Five little patties. I haven't made this in a long time, y'all. It's been a long, long time since I made this. So it's going to feel like I'm at Grandma's house. So yeah, we got 5 patties out of there. And I'm always washing my hands, y'all. Always washing my hands. That is a must. Now we're going to check our grease to see if it's hot enough. I don't know if there's anybody out there that uses more paper towels than me. I use up some paper towel, y'all. So to check that grease, I'm going to use a little of this flour and just go like that. And it's telling me that it's ready. I'm going to get my little plate ready, y'all. I like to be prepared. And I wash my hands. I'm about to pick up these patties again, but oh well. Alright. So we're going to sizzle these for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side so we get that nice crust on them. I think my grandmother used to dust hers with flour also. So we got those 5 in there. Now I'm going to check on our biscuits and see how they coming along. Beautiful. Oh, I took them out, y'all. They are hot. They are very hot. So I'm going to cut that timer off. And I'm going to show y'all these biscuits. Them babies are ready. Oh. They are ready, ready, ready. Can you see these biscuits, Ricky? Mm-hmm. You can. Mm-hmm. But do they look good? Mm-hmm. I like to just take a stick of butter when they come out. And I like to rub them with butter. Usually I melt it and brush it on, but it caught me off guard this morning, y'all. And you think you have it all together and you don't. Easter's coming up on us. What y'all cooking for Easter? What's on your Easter dinner? What's going to be on your dinner table? I know I'm doing some cornbread dressing, candy yams. The meat is undetermined. I would love some turkey wings. I'm not sure. We also have Good Friday coming up on us. The holidays is passing by so fast, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and check our salmon patties. I'm going to let it get a little more brown. A little more brown. And let me show y'all these biscuits. These are our biscuits. I want to pick one up if they're hot. They are still hot, y'all. This is, look at they smoking. They're so soft. Ooh, that's hot. But yeah, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 biscuits out of 3 cups. So you can reduce the size of the flour in the buttermilk if you're doing smaller batches. But they are so good.
You
If you can stay right there.
You watch my face.
Okay, then I'm going to turn them over. Can y'all see how pretty that is? $5 was the right amount for this pan. And I love frying them in my cast iron, y'all. I love this cast iron. Just like that, it got a nice, you can hear it, nice crust on it. But yeah, one more recipe with that homemade syrup. Yep, I did not master it, but I wish I did. I wish I did, and if any of you in the comments know how to do it, feel free to drop it in the comments. Look, y'all, I'm getting my plate ready already. I am ready. But since I don't have grandma's recipe, I have to settle for some store-bought syrup. Some store-bought. Hold that open for my lid open. Alright. Not going to cook it on too high, so it's kind of on a medium-low fire. I won't cook the outside too fast and the inside is not done yet. I want to show y'all they kind of cooled off now. They are so good, y'all. So fluffy. Look how soft that is. And they still steaming. Got a little crunch on the outside at the bottom, but not burnt though, you see? And it's so fluffy in the inside. Go well with my coffee. That is delicious. Almost there. Not yet. He's asking for one already because I have to fry y'all some bacon. I have to get you guys this bacon on the road. Can you move that cup for me and come on? There are bacon heads around here. I like breakfast sausage too. We're gonna plug this up. And after breakfast, y'all, I start after 12. I start preparing for dinner. And see what I mean by when you have your biscuits and you put them close to each other. See when I break them, even though they've been sitting out for a few minutes, it's still a steam is coming up off them. See? Uh-oh. But they're all so fluffy. Look how good they look. It don't get no better than that. All right, let's check our croquettes, and it's gonna be breakfast time somewhere. All right, that's looking good. Flip them again. And I got a crust on that side. You can hear it. And I'm going to go ahead on and cut it off. Ricky, can you get by the camera, please? And I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Three. One more to go.
Scoot this back.
Right.
You can't see that. There we go.
Okay, we're going to have our salmon croquettes out. And I am going to move this so I could clean it. Just like this, and move this out the way so y'all can see the breakfast. So this pan is cool now. So this is our breakfast, y'all. Tariq?
Yeah.
Come here. Why the camera look like it's that way?
But it still sees you.
Okay.
It still sees you.
So this is our breakfast here. We have our salmon croquettes, or salmon patties, fish cakes, whatever you want to call it. And we have our hot buttermilk biscuits. I'm going to actually get me another biscuit. And a salmon croquette.
I'm
going to put me a little syrup on top of this biscuit. Just like that. And I don't think you get no better than this. Can you do the camera for me, Ty? I don't think it get no better than this, y'all. I need y'all to see it. You have that crust on the outside, that flaky salmon in the inside. And those peppers set it off, y'all, with our hot buttermilk biscuit. That is still hot. You see me? That is good. That's good, y'all. So I'm about to enjoy my breakfast. Set y'all notifications on. So dinner time, I'm coming on for dinner time. You don't want to miss it. Go ahead and take that off. And ooh, that's good. Oh my goodness. I should have bought 2 cans, y'all. This is delicious. Make sure you set your notifications on, because I'll be back on. See how it looks? It's not dry. It's nice and moist on the inside. And it is good. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all for dinner. Have a good day.